All right, what's happening, fam? LAR movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle creates space. Why good black men are overlooked. Um, I guess it's time to have this straight conversation. Uh, because I'm gonna put a lot of different things into this. First thing is because if you ever go out and you deal with when black men and black women get into the room, when black women are seated around people that could be suspect black men, the where the good black men conversation pops up. But you don't hear that same conversation when they sit in a room with a bunch of good black men. And there's a reason why. It's because most good black men have ran the whole gamut of experience. They've been from thirsty simps to husbands to thirsty simps all the way to ex-husbands. And they could be anywhere in between those things. But they've pretty much ran the gamut. They've dated all the women from hood rat to um, dainty, from uneducated to highly educated, from bisexual to just bisexual, half masculine, half feminine to just all miss femininity, right? To from stripper to homemaker. So that's not a conversation that uh, our women want to have with good black men because it's very easy to call the bullshit out. And that's why a lot of good black men are overlooked because the games come to an end. The playing semantics comes to an end. Like good black men can call a spade a spade. Bam, that's what it is. And if you have a group of black women and like one or two good black men is like 10 black women, or they'll bring up that conversation in that kind of scenario because they try to talk over you and marginalize you, and all the group will form like Voltron. Hey man, sister, that's right, girl. Because they don't want to hear what you have to say because they know what you about to say is real. Now I'm gonna use that in different aspects. As far as um, dating good and bad men, good black men, why they don't want to, why brothers not committing, why brothers not getting married. Well, sometimes the good black men go from being simps to players just off of the aspect of you know they have, the older they get, the more these women who've gotten rejected and who picked the wrong guys, they wind up being a plethora of them, and you're not going to choose those women because they've already showed their hand. They've already shown who they are. And some people say, people could change. That's very true. But a lot of these women aren't getting picked because their patterns never changed. They said they changed, but they're doing the same exact stuff they was doing that had them passing over these good black men years ago. And I really shouldn't have to go into what I mean by that because y'all should, if y'all adults, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, as far as dating outside your race, it's a different thing. It's a different dynamic because the quote unquote good black men aren't noticed until they dating outside their race. And you could take this for an experience. You could take a brother out at an event. He tries to talk to three, four different black women, and they all shoot him down. Then he talks to a non-black woman, and she gives him play, and they might just leave the event together. Those same black women are saying, why he ain't find a black woman? And that'll be three, four. That's multiple black women who told him no. But then they say, you know, black women don't go through that. They don't. They're not black men out here shooting down black women. Nah, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. How dare she talk to that white guy? Why couldn't she find a brother? It's not. It doesn't work that way because we pursue women. So those conversations become null and void. And a lot of the hypocrisy comes in. This is why, like I said, good black men get overlooked, because good black men are the living representation of knowing the hypocrisy from experience. You know, even to a degree with colorism. A lot of black women say, brothers don't like brothers are color struck, and some brothers are color struck. But what's not put into that equation is a lot of there are just as many or as more women who are color struck. See, men ain't out here trying to date red bones and yellow bones and high yellow and non-black women and saying, my baby gonna have pretty hair and pretty eyes and they're gonna be light skinned. And how come, we don't do that? We don't we're not hardwired like that. That's not our style. So, we see the situations where what you would do for the darker the man, the less you're willing to do. The lighter the man, the more you're willing to do. You actually act like when he's darker, you don't act like you want to be with him in public. When he's lighter, you all on him in public. We see how you choose with your eyes. And those conversations with good black men know this. They know when you get a brother and he's good and he darker. Oh, that's nice. He's lighter. Oh, I love him so. You're like, okay, that's you, sugar. When it comes to good black men, as far as say standards, good black men are overlooked because they can point out the hypocrisy of the standards. You know, I don't like that good brother because he's fat, but you like the fat drug dealer. Oh, I don't like that guy because he's all stuck up on himself. He thinks he's a pretty boy. But you like that effeminate ass dude who was a pretty boy. Oh, I don't like, that dude because he ain't got a job and he doesn't work hard. But you like that white dude that kept quitting jobs. I don't like that guy because he doesn't have an education. But you liked that street dude who dropped out. And these type of guys are still attractive in their book. And what I mean by the standards is, I don't care if it's a rich guy, an intelligent guy, uh, I guess the tall, dark, and handsome guy, the swag guy, the non-black guy, whatever that guy is. When y'all make these standards, but all of a sudden the guy you fall in love with look like Danny DeVito of any race, and people and good black men can look at you like, I know you, right? I see what you saying one thing and you doing another. Well, he just treats me well. No, what winds up happening is, you standard yourself into the bottom of the barrel. And good black men can point this hypocrisy out. That's why good black men are overlooked, because it's like diving. You see, the good black men are on a boat in the ocean, but you're intrigued in the mystery of what's beneath the water, and you keep diving deeper, lower, and you finding shit you know. Why you swimming? Why you with them jellyfish? Or why you with them sharks? Why you with them squids? Now you wanting them flatfish? Cause you 1,000 yards, a mile below sea level, beneath the sea, and now when you then went all the way to the bottom of the ocean and you got to deal with all them bottom feeders and bottom dwellers, then I want to go up and be in the yacht with the good black man. Yeah, but see, here's the problem. It's just like that. You can't just shoot your way back up to the top of the water. Don't work like that. Because you ain't prepared for the top of the water. You ain't prepared for the atmosphere up there. So you got to float up a little bit and stay. right there. Then you got to go up a little bit more, stay right there. Then you got to work your way back up to the good black men because you done dove your ass all the way down to the bottom of the barrel, and you thought you had it like that. You're not prepared for that, and that's why you overlook good black men because the organs get fucked up when you try to just shoot to the top. That's why they have to have your ass in the compressor. Some of y'all get that. Some of y'all go look that up. Uh, and that's what becomes a problem because at the same time, while the guy's on the yacht on the surface, he's talking to other people. And that's the other thing about why good black men are quote unquote overlooked. Is because when you see good black men, you realize, damn, how am I gonna get rid of these chicks around me? You can't. Because you looking in a deep blue sea for the mysterious shit didn't mean he was stagnant in that particular spot. Didn't mean he wasn't going anywhere. He was going places. He was improving. He was improving the quality of people he met. So what now? What do you do now? You say, well, why don't these good black men choose us? And that's the silence in the conversation. You know why these good black men don't choose you, but you know you're not going to say that in front of a bunch of good black men because they're going to tell you the truth. The truth is, you chose where you at. See, you want these good black men to choose you after the thug, after the baller, after the effeminate guy, after the married guy, after the non-black guy. It's not that the good black man was your second option. No. He was your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 32nd damn near, depending on the situation. So you can't say, oh, I can't believe my 17th option ain't gonna choose me over everybody. Good black men are too smart for that. Like, really? You really gonna have this conversation? I know you don't want to bring this out in public. So, are good black men overlooked? Absolutely. Are there reasons? Absolutely. Are there reasons what people think? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I go a little bit further and I'm gonna get off of this one. It's just like the propaganda. All men are dogs. All men are cheaters. All men. What happens is when you come in your dating life and you date these quote unquote good black men that you overlooking, you assholes to them. See, all men are cheaters. That's why I ain't gonna be good to you. All men are dogs. That's why I ain't gonna be good to you. And the guy doesn't play the game with you. He just treats you like a lady. So at the end, he didn't fulfill your propaganda stereotype. You wind up being an asshole. You move on, you go find those dogs, those cheaters, those people who fit the mold of the propaganda, those sorry black dudes, and you get with those dudes. And then in the back of your mind, you're like, what the fuck? Because we could see this. See, we could see we ignore our women at a certain point. And that's why a lot of women get thirsty, because a lot of y'all get thirsty at the end of the day because y'all trying to woo the good black men back and brothers just ignoring y'all. And you're like, wow, what the fuck? Well, I thought you didn't want to be somebody's sexual fetish, but everybody else's sexual fetish. See, you dressing like you advertising sex. You taking pictures advertising sex. You twerking advertising sex. You in the gym in a Zumba twerk class advertising sex. If you ain't doing that, you trying to be low key about it and go to the pole dancing class and the lap dance class to advertise your sex and be everybody else's sex slave and sex toy. But with the good black man, he ain't playing the game no more. He's ignoring your bullshit. And then you wondering like, what we gonna do what are we gonna do? Like, how we gonna get his attention? And you're not. And that's what the swirling is. You see, that's why I get white men. Brothers don't care about that. Because at the end of the day, y'all never, ever, ever, ever say what's good about those guys or what's bad about us. Because y'all have no complaints. And even in those relationships also, Same thing with the thugs. Y'all don't have nothing good to say about the thugs, really. Y'all don't have nothing good to say about the ballers. Y'all don't have nothing good to say about the swag guys. Y'all don't have nothing good to say about the effeminate guys. Y'all just make all y'all live off this propaganda, and y'all know you know you fucked up. And but like I was about to say, you wind up being ignored because when you get with all these other types of men, we see it. We see you and them in unison, like, look at us, ha, he's got me and you don't, ha, and you see the other guy like, yeah, I got it and you don't, ha. And at first it used to bother good brothers, and the brothers like, shit, nah, who said I wanted you? And then once you get to that phase, then you see the women like, help me, like, I don't even know you, you with him, and the dude like, you ain't gonna try to holler at her while I ain't looking, get this bitch off my hands, bro. No, y'all together. And then it goes, and then they get real desperate. You know, my man is no good. I wish I could find a good brother like you. And you, well, I hope Godspeed. I hope that works out for you, sis. But you know, if a guy like you would just give me some time of day, well, you know, what you need, you're in a relationship, so I mean, I think you should be with the guy that you're with. But you know, but I would leave him. No, 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 no. Well, I mean, if you leave him, you should just leave him and then go find a good brother. Uh, this is why the good black men overlook, because good black men are holding people to all of the bullshit standards that they put out over the years, and people are angry at them because none of the guilt trips work. You know, so since you're ignoring, since the good black men are ignoring these women who've been basically playing games for years and years and years, they're overlooking good black men out of spite. Like, I'm gonna ignore you too. Like, that doesn't really work. You already ignored the guys. So when you see them with other women, and that's how they go from older women, you know, to non-black women to even younger women. You know, you see it between, and that's in the race also. I've been in plenty of situations personally where a girl will play me to the left, and then they see me talking to another girl, a younger girl, maybe just clowning with one of their friends at somewhere, and they just all of a sudden they right there thirsty. You know, I still love you. What the fuck are you talking about? You know, I've always look, chick, chill out. I know you still think you got the power to play a brother to the left or whatever, but you lost that like years ago. I don't even know what the fuck you was thinking. You know, and that goes with it just escalates with the type of woman. If she's ugly, the prettier she gets, you know, to even non-black, but but the worst is let you be with a pretty younger black chick. Then ain't no competition, because that's when see, a lot of people think these sisters get mad about the non-black women. No, it's really when these good black men who are overlooked start dating younger black girls, black women, and you're like, why didn't I could have had this motherfucker 5, 7, 10 years ago? She don't know how to treat no man like you. And then you hit them with that. She know how to treat me better than you would. I mean, you might need to take some lessons from this young tenderoni. She might even help you get a man. That shit, no, that motherfucker didn't. You know, I'm just saying, I'm gonna get out of here. This shit's kind of longer than usual. Peace.